So let's go to the internet and do a little bit of research on some mutual fund companies. Let's see. Let me type in mutual funds. And there's probably 10 billion hits here. Let's go to Vanguard Mutual Funds, the one at the very top of the list. Vanguard Mutual Funds. Okay, so here is the home page. Let's go to the home page and find out what's here. That's if you have an account, you can log in up there. So here is what they offer. Vanguard funds and ETFs. ETFs are exchange traded funds. There's a slight difference between mutual funds and ETFs. Stocks, bonds, and CDs, these aren't mutual funds. You can just buy these things right outright. 401k, IRA, all of this sort of stuff. Let's go to Vanguard funds and ETFs. Let's click on that and see what happens. So, okay, we have to go over here. View all Vanguard mutual funds. Let's see what the Vanguard mutual funds look like. Okay, here's a list of Vanguard's family of funds. You can see it's quite a long list. Probably a couple of hundred members of the family of funds. I don't know. Let's go up here and see what this is. All right, here's the name and here's the asset class. This is stock, large cap blend. Now a blend refers to an array of assets, of stocks, some of which will pay dividends and therefore be considered income stocks. Some are growth stocks, won't pay dividends, but will have a better potential for capital appreciation. So the large cap blends. Here's a money market. Here's that of course is nominal asset right there. Here's a balance. Now when you see balanced, that means that in this particular family member are both stocks and bonds, both nominal and real assets. Here are bond, interterm state munis, so that's tax exempt. That's California intermediate term tax exempt. There's really no need to have a tax-exempt bond unless you are in a really high marginal tax bracket. That's when that pays. Here's a money market, and here's a stock, mid-cap growth. Stock, mid-cap value. That doesn't necessarily mean that the stocks are going to pay high dividends, but these are the stocks that the economists and the financial analysts at Fidelity Company believe are underpriced. Of course, it's hard to consistently, you can't really do it, find a stock that is underpriced. You can do it here or there, but generally, if the stock price looks low, it looks low for a reason. And because you don't understand the reason doesn't mean that the market is making a mistake. Here's an international stock, Developed Markets Index. It invests in the developed markets, so that's international, probably conservative because already in the developed markets, stocks, large blend cap. Here's international emerging markets. Now here's one that is going to be a little risky because it's in the newly developing markets. International, emerging market, select stocks. International. Here's a sector. A sector is a mutual fund family member that invests in a particular industry. In this case, it would be energy, the energy industry. Here's a stock that large cap value. This is equity income. Equity, of course, means stock. Income means that they're going to be paying high dividends. So there you'll probably get your income from the dividends rather than so much capital appreciation. Here's a small cap growth. Let's look at the small cap growth stock. So if we click on it here, we see the product summary. Again, these investments are called products. Here's the price and performance. You know, it has all kinds of really good statistics here. You know, portfolio composition tells you what it is. It's fascinating to look through these, particularly when you have money riding on it. Let's look at another one here just for the heck of it. International Explorer. I wonder what that could be. An aggressive fund. Aggressive fund means that they're willing to take on risk, which invests in smaller companies that are expected to grow at a fast pace. Okay, you want to get involved in international investing? Here you go. You know, you're well diversified just by virtue of the fact that it's a mutual fund. You're getting a little more risk, a little higher potential return. That's interesting. Let's see what else we got here. Fidelity. Let's go see what Fidelity has. Okay, 10,000 funds to choose from Fidelity and other companies. So you can invest in family members of other companies just by investing in Fidelity. Let's look at the Fidelity funds. Okay, so here are the fund types: domestic stock funds, international and global, bond funds, money market. Let's look at the domestic stock funds. Now here's something interesting. Find domestic stock funds by type. Notice here that there is a matrix of 9 different types. On the vertical axis, we have the size differentials. The large cap stocks, which means a little more conservative, a little lower potential rate of return. Mid cap, small cap, a little more risk, a little higher potential rate of return. And once again, here is the value, the blend, and the growth. These value stocks are probably going to pay dividends, and they appear to be underpriced. You're going to make your money there from dividends and a little bit of capital appreciation. Here, you're going to make your returns almost all from capital appreciation. Here, we have a blend of the two. Let's just look at this mid-cap blend here. Primarily invest in companies with market values between $2 billion and $10 billion. These funds invest in a combination of growth and value-oriented stocks. Let's research the funds. Once again, here's another list of funds. They're all mid-cap blends, as you can see. Here's a summary. Fund overview, the strategy, the risk, the boilerplate.